6:30 on WBKR TV to talk about.
And welcome back to Louisville Live this morning. It's the time we've all been waiting for. It's the reason why I wore my hair curly.
We're pretty excited about this, and he's already signing all of these.
Signing 15 pictures
right there.
This second picture is
What do you think?
1, 2, 3. Here we go.
Oh,
I see right down here.
I'm sorry. Here.
So
here's
make
a
that
picture of
one.
you and me. You ready?
Okay. Make that one out to Debbie, D-E-B-B-I-E, Hayes. She's your #1 fan.
Hey, by the way, guys, for anybody who's been living under a rock and doesn't know, it's Constantine Maroulis, and he, of course, made a huge bash on American Idol, but he's in town doing Rock of Ages for PNC, Broadway Across America, Broadway series. We're so glad to have you with us.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Thank you for taking the time to come in
quite a while.
Yeah, especially on a cold winter morning.
My
like this.
pleasure. I've been up since about 6, so we've been doing, making the rounds.
Have you really?
Yeah.
So you visited all the competition, and now you've made it here. We're
Yes.
so grateful.
This was the #1 destination, and
Well,
now we're
that's
here.
That's only because we love Matt so much with the Broadway series.
That's true. He
Yes.
does a good job.
He does. So you're used to the cold weather, right?
Yeah, I like it.
It's not a big deal.
I embrace it. As long as I can get warm at some point.
That's exactly
fine.
right. And you know what? I love this picture of you. I mean, I don't
That's
know.
me in the show.
Yeah.
I look a little red there for some reason.
Well,
I don't
maybe
know
it's
if
just because the quality of the color printer might tend towards
a little
red.
Jersey Shore there.
Just a little bit. Oh my goodness, what a handsome guy. What's the story of Rock of Ages? Give us a little backstory.
Yeah, Rock of Ages, it's set 1987 on the Sunset Strip. It's the whole sort of MTV generation of rock and roll there, the 80s. Bon Jovi, Journey, Whitesnake, Poison, all your favorites.
Yes, absolutely.
Just it's a real rock and roll type show, but at the end of the day, it's sort of an old-fashioned musical. It's a boy meets girl love story. It's comedy. These outrageous characters. I play Drew, the lead kid. He's a Midwest kind of guy, moves out to the Strip to become a rock star, and this girl sort of changes his life. Madness ensues. Look at that. Oh yeah, in the butt. Little pain there. And yeah, this is some of the B-roll. That's Lonnie. Lonnie is the narrator. He takes you through the whole sort of story. He's like a roadie, you know, in the rock and roll type of world. And but he's also like a Shakespearean kind of boob narrator. So that's Dennis there. Dennis owns the club that we all work in. And there's a bunch of hot girls and strippers and rockers. And then I just kind of burst through the door here with my plunger. Because I basically clean up after all the rock stars. I'm like a bar back. And there's a little dance break there, you know. It's just like we do in everyday life. Just break into dance and song.
Exactly.
That's actually my baby mama right in the front there.
Oh my goodness. This sounds like a great show.
Maybe not one for the younger children to go to.
You know, I think it's probably like a 14 and up type of thing.
Yeah,
but, you know, how many times have I come out and there's a 5-year-old in the front row and I've still got to do my thing and rock out. So, you know, it's what it is. It's ultimately an innocent show, but it's a bit sexy, you know. Definitely. You know, like maybe one F-bomb. I think you can handle it.
I think I can.
You know,
what I'd like to know is the fact that yeah, anybody who knows me knows I can probably.
And I am wearing a shirt. I promise.
Maybe.
It's actually
I like it.
It's my
I
don't know. Yeah, it's like my skeleton.
That's nice.
I don't know.
Constantine, tell me something. When you were growing up, did you ever think you were going to be doing this?
Yes.
You did?
Yeah.
When did you first you want to be a rock star?
Though.
Well, no, I mean, I always dreamed of being an actor as a kid, and I grew up doing theater and playing in rock and roll bands and doing chorus, and I was a total theater geek when I was a kid, and yeah, I always hoped that I would ultimately have a professional career in the arts, and went off to study properly at the Boston Conservatory, did all that stuff, and the Idol thing sort of came a little later for me. I was 28 years old when I auditioned for the show. I'd already had like a 10-year sort of run in the field of the arts and all that. So, yeah, I'm very blessed. I mean, the opportunity to create a role on Broadway, it's been a dream of mine. And
absolutely.
The Tony nomination was huge.
Yes, it is.
And the opportunity to bring the show out on the road is great. You know, I love this country. I love touring. I love visiting all the towns, small, big, and engaging the fans all over again. And it's been a thrill for me, really.
He's the perfect guy to ask the question, what do we do about Becca's voice? You went to Boston Conservatory. You obviously know how to take care of your singing voice. It's a little dry.
A little dry, a little manly.
Yes.
You know, believe it or not, no, I'm not drinking. I'm not doing it. I don't drink any coffee. I drink a lot of water. I take care of myself. I get my rest. And you have to, you gotta, your body is your temple. You gotta, the voice is very delicate, but it's a lot stronger than you think it is too at times too. But you have to sort of nurture it like any muscle, and you probably just need a little rest. And don't be afraid to not talk. When you're not working, spend you probably like have family and kids and things like that, but that you have to talk to, I guess, once in a while. But it's nice to take a few hours off of just vocal rest. First thing in the morning, if you don't have to start talking right away, the voice wants to sort of naturally open up a little bit.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And here you went, starting at 4:30. You've been talking all morning.
And I'm going to rock tonight.
Looking forward to Rock of Ages.
There you go.
Napping in the afternoon is also good.
That's a good idea. Speaking of voice, someone told me that you speak a little Greek.
Very little. I mean, I grew up Greek Orthodox. Both my parents are Greek, 100% Greek, very proud Greek Americans. But my Greek is not great.
There's a great little Greek restaurant on Frankfurt Avenue.
But I understand.
It's all Greek to me.
That's an original name.
Yeah,
very original.
So too.
And I will definitely check that out.
Original food. Yes, we do. Constantine Maroulis with us for Rock of Ages. It's going to be playing for several days, all the way through Sunday, as a matter of fact. So if you have too much snow in your front yard tonight and you can't get there, go between now and Sunday at KCA. It could be a little bit inappropriate for kids under the age of 14, but with the, level of maturity of children these days, you just never know. Make a decision based on your child's ability to handle one F-bomb, as Constantine said. Maybe a little bit of raw behavior on stage, but what else? You turn on TV and see that anytime, too. BroadwayAcrossAmerica.com/Louisville is the website, and tickets run from $22.50 to $64.50. Check out Rock of Ages. What's happening with you after this, Drew, from Rock of Ages?
I'm going to be touring through the summer. I have a new album in the works, and some television stuff and concert stuff coming up. So, I don't know, Rock of Ages has a big movie in the works by New Line Cinema, so if they can sign up Tom Cruise to play the one part, maybe they can give me my part.
That'd be fun.
That'd be cool. I think that would work out pretty well.
Who's your biggest influence?
My family, my parents, my brother was always, and my sister were always a big influence on me musically and all that. And, I love all the big giants of rock and jazz, King Cole, Sinatra, Billie Holiday, and then, the Led Zeppelins and the Doors and the U2s of the world, and Bon Jovi. Grew up in Jersey.
Absolutely.
Pretty big deal for me.
That. Yeah. Can you do me a favor?
I guess.
Okay, can you look at that camera right there and say hi to Debbie Hayes? She's your #1 fan, I think, in Louisville.
Hi, Debbie Hayes, #1 fan of Louisville.
She's taping this. Yeah, she's probably screaming. You could probably hear her. She's probably like, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
She'll see you between now and
dead away.
Cool.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.
Hope you enjoy your visit in Louisville. Make sure you stop and eat at all our great restaurants.
I will.
All right, go see Rock of Ages now through Sunday. We'll be right back with more Louisville Live this morning.